everyone. Happy Monday. Good to see you all here, PAC team. I'm Alejandro, and this is everyone. I mean, this is a whole bunch of our PAC team, and they show up pretty much every day along with us. So we're hoping that you're showing up as well, or watching the recording. That's okay too. I felt like I should put shoes on today for this, so I put shoes on, and it's Monday, so I'm feeling a little bit better. But how many of us on a Monday feel like our brains aren't the best in the week? Probably. Yeah, I had a few of those moments today too. So the tricky part about working for PAC sometimes is people think dementia for lots of things and lots of reasons. And oh man, it's got to be dementia because that's what we talk about all the time. So we're going to take a little time today to talk about a screening for a possible dementia or maybe something else. Or fingers crossed, it's all good. We're okay. So we're going to look at animal fluency today. And if you're more curious about it after we're off today, you can do a quick Google search about animal fluency, and you'll get lots of results and how-tos about how to do it and where it's from. But we figured more than just talking about it. Well, not we. I figured. The team didn't really know. What we're going to do is actually try out animal fluency so that you can see and hear what it looks like. So I don't want to mess this up, which means I'm going to pull up a short script for everyone. So we'll do some animal fluency, and I'm going to ask for Christy to unmute. I think she did a big face like yes is what I thought she did in the screen. You couldn't see her probably though. And I'm going to ask for Beth Nolan, who I know is on the call, to time us for 1 minute. I'm sure she can get that going for us. So basically animal fluency is having someone name as many animals as they can in a minute. So Christy, are you unmuted there?
I'm unmuted. And
okay.
I can name different birds, but I can name all kinds of birds.
Christy, I knew, this is why I had Christy unmute, guys, because I knew Christy was going to have some specific questions before we did this thing. So what's your question, Christy?
So if, let's say if I want to talk about birds, can I say birds or can I say blue jay, robin, cardinal?
Yeah. The answer is yes, because if you say birds and you move on to other types of animals, that's counting as one. Now, if you choose to say robin and a jayhawk then each one of those would count. Now, if you say blue jay and robin and bird, well, I can't count the bird in that too. So you can feel free to count sorry, you're already thinking of things it sounds like? Yeah, I knew it. See, I knew Christy was, I just knew it, Christy, you're going to ask that question. So what I'm going to do is actually just keep track of how many animals Christy names. And I'm just going to do that with a pen and a paper in front of me. She can't see it. If you want to play along at home, double check me. If you want to play along and do what Christy's doing, go ahead and do that. Beth, are you ready with the timer?
I am. I have a question. What if she repeats herself?
Oh, then I won't add that to the count.
All right, and my last question is, if she picks Jayhawk, since while Go KU is an awesome bird, it's mythical. It's not really an actual bird. Does that count?
I would say no then.
Okay, question. Go ahead. Sorry. But yeah, if you want to say it, I will totally back you. You want to say Jayhawk?
Thank you for letting me know that a Jayhawk is a mythical bird. I didn't expect to learn some of these things today. All right, here we go. Ready and go, Christy.
A cow, chicken, hen, alligator, ostrich, elephant, lion, tiger, jaguar, cheetah, cardinal, blue jay, robin, bluebird, cat, Labrador, Pekingese, pug. I'm running out of animals. How about monkey, chimpanzee, antelope, gazelle, moose, bear, grizzly, frog, chipmunk, gopher, hyena, vulture, buzzard.
And time.
Pause. Okay. Woo. All right. Now take some deep breaths, Christy. Were you breathing during that 1 minute or not quite?
When I paused, it was so I could breathe.
Not so you could think. Think, Amber. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we never want to do things and just let it go without any talk afterwards. So what'd you notice, team? What'd you notice about the way Christy came up with animals? What stood out to you? And Christy, you can throw in something there too if you noticed something while you were doing it as well.
I felt like I was watching her brain hop around to different environments.
So you were noticing kind of groupings of animals, Catherine? Like
categories or that where they're located.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And interestingly enough, I think there was a point where I heard like some what I would picture as like safari animals, and then it was like a jump to like, whoa, how'd you get over there? And then it came back. That's the one thing I noticed. Anything else, guys? Go ahead, Beth.
I noticed there was groupings of about 5 to 8 animals per category, which kind of relates to our 5 to 8 items we can hold in working memory. So I'm wondering, Christy, if you got a category area and ran through a bunch and then kind of petered out and then went to a new category in your brain, is that how it worked for you in your head?
Well, that's a great question. And I think the way it was working in my head, honestly, was I was thinking of, okay, my neighborhood, what's in my neighborhood? What can I see at my window? What can I see on Naked and Afraid? What can I see at the zoo? What can I see? So it just happened to be 5 to 8 in each area, and then I was running dry and had to move on.
Yeah. Nice. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, that Naked and Afraid show will suck you in, man. Be careful later. Yeah, nice job. So, so what we're gonna do is try this one more time. So I'm actually gonna ask Shelly to unmute, and Shelly, we'll have you try it out this time.
Sure.
Beth, are you okay to do our timer again, or do you want to pass that?
I'm so proud I nailed the timer.
You're so proud. Nice. Good work. All right. So I'm going to bring this script piece back up again because, you know, I want to be specific. So, Shelly, we're going to have you do this. Now, I want to let you know that I hit 20 when I did it. Christy hit 32. So we're going to give you a test, and you're going to name as many animals as you can in 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. And I can't help you any. So
that's fine.
Okay. Here we go. Beth, you ready? Go for it.
Cat, dog, hamster, guinea pig, bird. Oh, sorry, I got a phone call. Can we stop? Can we redo it? Because I had a phone call come in as I was trying to do it.
Pause, Beth. Okay. Beth paused you, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I start over or do we just pick up from there?
Just pick up from there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. All right. Cow, horse, pig, chicken, duck, swan, goose. I'll go with cheetah, jaguar, antelope, gazelle, zebra, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, penguins, whales, dolphins, fish, lions and tigers and bears, Pekingese, pugs, poodles, labradoodles, beagles, huskies, schnauzers, Irish setters.
Pause. Okay.
Okay.
Woo. All right, now breathe a little bit, Shelly.
I am.
Yeah.
Now I don't have a phone ringing in my ear. I'm absolutely
sorry. Yeah, we just go live, guys. Whatever happens, happens. If you see us, don't call us if you have our number. So what do you guys notice with Shelly's round here, or the prep for the round?
I noticed one of them, she used a little rhythmic learning when she did the lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Yeah, there was like 3 in a row. There was an easy burst of animals in there. Anything else that stood out, same or different from Christy? Go ahead, Catherine.
I noticed how you set it up was a much different, that you said it's a test and this is how many everybody else got. And I myself felt my threat amygdala start to trigger, like, oh God, no, don't do it to her. Don't do it that way.
Yeah. So
I'm all heart first, and I'm worried about her. So
I know you were worried about her. You heart first people. You were, so you noticed I used the word test and actually gave her some numbers ahead of time. I mean, I did take this last week on Zoom with people, and all I got was 20. Shelly actually got 33. Christy got 32. So, so am I the one that needs to be worried?
Well, but actually, Alejandro, I did it last week too, and I only got 20. I only got 25 last week.
Oh, you did better this week.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
shoot. Huh.
I can tell you what I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
The time of day for me, because it was the end of the day for me last week when I did it. I'm much more fresh now.
So interesting. So we did it at a different time, and it probably makes a difference for you as well. So let's talk a little bit before we get to the numbers piece again. What parts of the brain are we actually engaging when we do this animal fluency thing? Because Beth brought up something interesting about lions and tigers and bears. What's the next thing, by the way?
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah. So in that piece, Shelly actually engaged probably her, am I on the right side?
Whatever.
Side on the screen. Yeah, my right temporal lobe to have that musical rhythmic piece come back to me.
But she also used her prefrontal to impulse control and not say, oh my, because those are not animals. So she showed a lot of skill in her left temporal lobe and her prefrontal cortex.
You mean like when I took it last week and I said a 4-letter word? That was
that's probably using your right temporal lobe and not your left temporal lobe. And maybe not engaging as much in your prefrontal cortex.
But you know what I was also doing? I was using my visual because I was actually envisioning the animals while I was saying them.
Yeah. So I didn't see Chrissy do it or Shelly today, but would you guys close your eyes potentially to try to envision some things if you were in this? Yeah. So actually shutting off these things so that you can focus a little bit more on, let me get the images in my head that may be helpful for me. So do this one on this side. We're also looking for some left temporal lobe skills with some specific vocabulary words. And I think Catherine mentioned 5 to 8. So pull out a file drawer and pull out your group of birds. 5 to 8 birds, and then I'm pretty much washed. And then Shelly got really strong at the end of hers, because which file did you pull out, Shelly, at the end of yours?
I pulled out dog breeds.
I thought you would have done that much sooner, because I know you like dogs and stuff. I was like, man, finally, Shelly, you got to it. That should be you should be all over it. So doing that kind of a thing, that's how we group a lot of this information when we go to retrieve it, as a 5 to 8 in working memory, and then I lose it or drop it. So, gang, when's the point where, okay, I'm doing this and I need to be a little bit worried, or I need to kind of figure out if something's been changing? Do I want to stack my number against Shelly's number as a baseline for me?
No, because it's your baseline.
Yeah. So when we're thinking about animal fluency, we really want to think about, so do this with your hands, guys, establishing this baseline and figuring out where I am normally. And if I did do this in the morning, then maybe next time I want to do it in the morning again to see, am I in about the same place? And what we want to look for are changes. So I'm going to pull up one more image to share with you guys today. Actually, I lied. There's probably 2 more images. So what this made me think of is this thing in your car. Because what happens when these lights come on in your car, gang?
It means something.
danger.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Potentially something's wrong.
Yeah. Now, for some of these lights, we may know what it is immediately. For other ones, how do we make sure that we figure out what the heck's going on in there? I mean, where do you guys go for this?
Other than the gas gauge, I always have to go to my manual that I have to keep in my glove compartment because I don't understand anything.
So so actually figuring out the why behind it, you may need a manual or another resource. What if the manual doesn't quite do it for you?
Then I'd call my car man and say, or car person and say, what is going on?
Everyone's got a car, guy, is what I figured out. And then maybe you go to the dealership, because then we have to pay something probably. So thinking about with this animal fluency, taking this and establishing a baseline is a good thing. It cannot actually diagnose something. We need to go a little bit deeper, go a little further. We may need to get the car up on the lift. And that's where we want to say establishing a baseline is great. Keeping a check on it is great. But in no way are any of us doctors, none of us play them on TV except for Dr. Beth Nolan, who's a different kind of doctor. So once we have something that seems a little bit weird or strange or different, we want to keep an eye on it, but we also may want to take a step further to see what else has been going on. And if you have a PAC consultant, you may want to get your PAC consultant involved to figure out some puzzle pieces and see if it's one of those puzzle pieces. So we'll end with the way we got here actually was I was checking out TPAS clips. And one of those TPAS clips is all these different kinds of things you can do and other folks will do, including medical staff, that will kind of get you an idea of what the baseline is, or if something's looking different or sounding different, where do we go next? But this idea of screening. So that's a part of TPAS clips. And I'm not good with numbers all the time. Will someone give me an idea of how much it runs us to be on TPAS clips? Because it's a monthly thing.
Well, it's free to start.
For
2 weeks free. And then it's just under $3 for the basic and just under $10 for the premium.
There you go. So once you have figured out that watching Netflix is cool, but you're not going to probably get a whole lot of knowledge or awareness or skill out of it, you can try us out for free. And hey, I can't be free for a price. And as always, TPAS is on at 8 a.m.s every day. We're on Monday through Friday at 5. Feel free to check us out. Feel free to put things in the comments, put questions in. And we have free consults going on if you feel like something is going a little strange. And of course, we have our skills days, virtual champion days, and lots of other online offerings because we want to be here with you and your community. So thanks for taking the time, everyone. Thanks, PAC team. And we will see you about this time tomorrow. Bye.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to help us spread TPAS' positive approach message around the world. And don't forget to click the bell to get notified when new videos are posted.